afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2025 Commencement Ceremony for the University of Texas Health Science Center at Houston, D. Bradley McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics. I ask you please remain standing for the playing of the national anthem. Thank you. You may now be seated. I want to thank each of you for joining us this afternoon to celebrate the 55 graduates being recognized today, part of a larger group of 101 degree recipients and 32 certificate graduates. I'm Dean Jiajie Zhang, and I'm so pleased to be with you for this momentous occasion. I always look forward to this special day with our graduates, their families and friends, our faculty and staff, and all the guests who make this celebration so meaningful. I would like to introduce the individuals on the stage with me today. I ask each person stand as her or his name is called. Audience, please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Dr. Peter Amby, professor and past chair of the Department of Biomedical Informatics and senior vice president for research and innovation, and professor of medicine, Vanderbilt University Medical Center. Dr. LaTanya Love, interim president, UTHealth Houston. Dr. Karen Moreno, senior vice president for academic and faculty affairs, UTHealth Houston. Dr. Susan Fenton, vice dean for education, McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics. Dr. Lisa Kane, Associate Vice President for Faculty Affairs and Development, UTHealth Houston. Dr. Elmer Bernstein, Associate Dean for Research, McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics. Dr. Amy Franklin, Associate Dean for Student, Faculty, and Community Affairs, McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics. Dr. Robert Murphy, Associate Dean for Applied Informatics, McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics. Dr. Mohammed Waji, Chair of the Department of Clinical and Health Informatics, McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics. Dr. Degui Zhi, Chair of the Department of Bioinformatics and System Medicine, McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics. Mr. Ryan Bean, Associate Dean for Management, McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics. Please stand as Mr. Ryan Bean gives the invocation.
Good afternoon. As we gather on this momentous day, understanding that we come from different places, hold different values, and cherish different beliefs, let us all remember we are united in gratitude. In a world where many cannot study, we are thankful for the achievements, degrees, and honors that we celebrate today. In a world where many have no future, we are thankful for the dreams, hope, and plans that have been nourished within so many at this school. In a world where many have no community, we are thankful for the support of mentors, faculty, family, and friends in attendance today. When this ceremony concludes and we go our different paths to different experiences and different destinations, may our gratitude always unite us in the desire of using all that we are and all that we have for the common good, so that reasons to be thankful will fill each of us each day. Thank you. Please be seated.
Thank you, Mr. Bean. Welcome, students, families, friends, faculty, staff, and special guests. Thank you for joining us today as we celebrate the achievements of our graduating class. Heartfelt congratulations to our students and to our faculty for a job exceptionally well done. And to the families and friends, thank you for the love and support you have shown these graduates throughout their journey to this proud and joyful moment. Despite the joyous occasion this brings us here today, I want to remind you all to keep the family and friends of our dear friend and colleague, Jamie Hargrave, in your thoughts. She served this university for over 3 decades and was the first Assistant Dean of Education at the McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics. She is not physically present in the arena today, but she is with us in spirit forevermore. She will live on in our memories, and I ask everyone to look back joyfully on the incredible impact and the legacy she created at our school. Join me in giving her a round of applause. I want to take a moment to recognize a few faculty members who have recently retired or will be retiring this year. Doctors Dean Siddick, Deborah Simmons, and Kimberly Smith have collectively dedicated decades to this school, guiding and mentoring hundreds of students along the way. Their impact has been profound, and we are deeply grateful for their service in shaping the next generation of informaticians. Dr. Smith is with us today, so please stand so we can thank you properly with a round of applause. So what an exciting year it has been, full of innovation, discovery, progress at lightning speed. AI is no longer knocking on the door of healthcare. It has kicked it wide open. The graduates before me are stepping into a world where algorithms assist diagnosis, chatbots take clinical calls, and machines might become your closest colleagues and friends. Yes, the future is uncertain, but it's full of promise. And I have every confidence that you, our graduates, won't just keep up. You will lead the charge into a smarter tomorrow. There are so many incredible things happening at our school, and this year has been especially full of new and inspiring opportunities. None of it would be possible without the dedication of our faculty and staff, the brilliance and drive of our students, and the spirit of collaboration that defines our community. To the graduates before us, thank you for all you have brought to this school. As you step forward into your next chapter, know that you have already made a lasting impact. Thank you. Now I would like to continue our ceremony as I introduce the D. Bradley McWilliams Professor and the Chair of the Department of Clinical and Health Informatics, Dr. Muhammad Waji. He will present the John P. McGovern Outstanding Teaching Award.
Thank you, Dean Zhang. Good afternoon, everyone. I am very proud to introduce the John P. McGovern Outstanding Teacher Award winner for 2025. This award is presented each academic year to an educator from each of the University of Texas Health Science Center at Houston component schools. The faculty member who earns the award embodies excellence in teaching. In submitting their nominations, students are asked to evaluate each faculty member on the following criteria: excellence in teaching based on knowledge of the subjects, interest and enthusiasm for teaching, understanding of students' responsiveness to student inquiries, encouragement of independent thinking, and accessibility to students. I am very proud to announce that the winner of the 2025 John P. McGovern Outstanding Teaching Award for the McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics is Dr. Todd Johnson. Please give him a round of applause. Dr. Johnson, please come to the podium to say a few words as you accept this award. While he approaches, I'd like to note that he last won this award during the 2016 to 17 school year, so he is overdue for this special recognition. As the chair of Dr. Johnson's department and also as one of his former students, it is truly an honor to acknowledge him this afternoon.
Oh, thank you. I'm deeply honored to win this. I spend a lot of effort and time on education. I think even when I'm doing research, I'm trying to do things that teach others, even if it's just for myself sometimes, hoping that others will use it. I have a confession that relates to learning. I can give a talk in front of thousands of scientists and give a lecture to lots of students, and I'm never nervous. But I'm always nervous in these situations for some reason. When it's not part of what I'm prepared for, I guess. And it reminded me of a time I went to Louisville to see the Dalai Lama. And wonderful experience, by the way, if you ever get a chance. The monk that introduced him was really nervous, even more nervous than I am. And the Dalai Lama gets up after the introduction, looks over at the guy and looks at the audience and says, he's so nervous. There's no reason. And everyone just burst out laughing at that point. And it turned out the whole session was unexpectedly funny. He's a very funny person. But that just sort of broke the ice, and that led to a wonderful session of hearing him and question and answer. So the point of this is that you can be doing this stuff a long time, and there's still room to improve. There's still reasons to get better, and there's still a lot to learn. I'm still learning every day. So I hope that not only have I taught you well in the subject that you took, but that both I and the rest of the faculty here have taught you the value of learning, continuing learning, and lifelong learning. Because as we know, the world's very uncertain. Dean Zhang just mentioned that. And things are really changing now, rapidly, right? Especially with the AI developments and other economic developments. So I hope that as you move forward, you'll see the benefit in continuing to learn. Your current training will probably get you your first job or maybe a change in position, right? But unless you learn to learn, you're going to fall behind. And these are challenging times with all the unknown uncertainties that are out there, unknown unknowns. So again, thank you for this. I am very deeply honored, and I congratulate all of you today as well. Thank you.
Todd, congratulations. Todd is the only one in this audience who came to join the school before me, so I'm a little bit jealous. Now, I invite Associate Dean for Research, Dr. Emma Bernstein, to the podium to announce the Policy Board Award for Excellence in Student Research.
Thank you, Dean Zhang. The Policy Boyle Award for Excellence in Student Research is given to an individual or first author in student informatics research. A judging panel composed of alumni, advisory council members, students, or faculty determine the winner, as these individuals judge poster session projects during each spring and fall semester of our academic year. The recipient of the Policy Boyle Award for Excellence in Student Research for the fall 2024 semester was PhD student Ekin Sosa. His poster was titled A Literature Review of Concept Normalization Methodology and Electronic Health Records. Let's give him a round of applause. I want to also recognize the Spring 2025 Policy Boyle Award for Excellence in Student Research winner, Hira Tanwir. This master's student's poster was presented just last week, and it was titled Nexplanon and Risk of Breast Cancer. Join me in congratulating her on winning this award. Next, Dr. Susan Fenton, Vice Dean for Education, will come forward and announce the recipient of the school's 2025 Distinguished Alumni Award. Dr. Fenton.
All right, thank you, Dr. Bernstein, and good afternoon, all. By way of background, the McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics Alumni Association was established as an important arm of our school's mission and vision. In practical terms, one of the association's central objectives is to forge a link between our rapidly growing alumni population and our current student body by providing an invaluable support network as well as foundational elements that are increasingly rare and important in this technology-driven era, a strong sense of tradition and community. Every individual in our school's graduating classes becomes a member of the McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics Alumni Association. Inherent in this membership are service expectations, paying it forward, if you will, because all graduates stand on the shoulders of those who came before. As a member of our Alumni Association, you are inextricably woven into the fabric of our school and university. As such, you are part of a proud and noble tradition. To wit, you are an ambassador for our school and a proponent for the field of biomedical informatics. Our 2025 Distinguished Alumni Award recipient is an exemplar among his fellow alumni. He is a medical informaticist dedicated to raising the standard of care for all patients worldwide. He joined Houston Methodist's Department of Surgery and the Houston Methodist Research Institute in July of 2007 after spending the 7 years in the medical software industry. While in that field, he held many management roles, including co-founder and president of a startup company. He later served as the clinical systems architect for a practice management and electronic health records company. He has many years of experience designing effective software information systems and managing distributed support and development teams. Software designed, written, and developed by teams our award winner manages are responsible for safely and efficiently e-prescribing over 100,000 prescriptions per month across the nation. He graduated from the McGovern School of Medicine in 1995 and entered an internal medicine residency program at his home institution. It was during this time that he was first exposed to the field of medical informatics and found his true calling in medicine, clinical informatics, and decision support leveraging technology to improve health and raise the standard of care. After joining the Department of Surgery at Houston Methodist Hospital in 2007, he completed a Master of Science here at McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics in 2010 and completed a postdoctoral fellowship sponsored by the National Library of Medicine and administered through the Gulf Coast Consortia and the Keck Center for Interdisciplinary Bioscience Training at Rice University. The NLM Fellowship provided invaluable training for working within interdisciplinary teams and multi-institutional projects. His fellowship project was to architect an innovative, semi-automated early sepsis screening system to identify patients at risk for developing sepsis while they are hospitalized. The fellowship project tool and research are a central part of an initiative that has saved over 900 lives at Houston Methodist Hospital and is an integral part of the Sepsis Early Recognition and Response Initiative funded by the CMS Healthcare Innovations Challenge. Dr. Jones currently serves as the Chief Clinical Informatics Officer for the Department of Surgery at Houston Methodist Hospital and Division Chief of Health Informatics in the Center for Outcomes Research at Houston Methodist Research Institute. He is also an Assistant Professor of Clinical Informatics and Surgery at Weill Cornell Medical College. Join me in giving a round of applause to the McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics 2025 Distinguished Alumni Award winner, Dr. Stephen L. Jones. Unfortunately, Dr. Jones was not able to join us today, but he did earlier today send me a prepared statement. So I'm going to read that to you. I think it's fantastic. Dear ladies and gentlemen, friends, faculty, and fellow alumni, thank you. From the very bottom of my heart, thank you. Receiving the Distinguished Alumni Award from the McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics at UTHealth Houston is a tremendous honor, and I am truly and deeply humbled. My journey with the University of Texas system is a long and winding road. It began at UT Austin in 1985, through medical school, McGovern, 1995, and finally, McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics in 2010. McWilliams is a place that is about so much more than just classes and seeking new knowledge. It is about growth, discovery, and the foundation of lasting friendships and connections. I arrived on the McWilliams campus as a somewhat non-traditional student. After all, I had already completed undergraduate medical school and residency. Something was still missing though, and with the encouragement of Drs. Todd Johnson, Xiaoji Zhang, and Dean Sittig, I formalized my training in biomedical informatics at McWilliams and entered the program in the fall of 2008. I was supported in these efforts by a training fellowship from the Keck Center for Interdisciplinary Bioscience Training from the Gulf Coast Consortium from 2008 through 2010. This was an incredible experience that contributed to and is still contributing to my efforts to improve patient care everywhere. The mentoring and support I received from the faculty, staff, and fellow students while at McWilliams shaped, challenged, and inspired me to do more to raise the standard of care for all patients worldwide. I am especially grateful to Drs. Johnson, Zhang, and Sittig. The patience, time, and wisdom these three exceptional people showed and shared with me along the way has been priceless. Their encouragement and guidance has enabled me to help develop and implement systems in healthcare that have saved well north of 10,000 lives and still counting. None of this happens in a vacuum. I am standing on the shoulders of giants, as are we all. Priceless skills, priceless knowledge, and priceless experience. Thank you, my esteemed professors, for everything you have done for me and for all of your students along the way. Your impact is tangible and ongoing. This award recognizes not only my achievements, but also the influence of those who have shaped me. I want to thank my family for their unwavering support, my mentors for their guidance, my colleagues and friends for their collaboration, and the D. Bradley McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics for providing the foundation for my life. To the students at McWilliams, embrace your time here. Explore your passions. Challenge yourselves. Your education here is preparation for a life of purpose and impact. You are in exceptional hands. I am deeply honored to receive this Distinguished Alumni Award. It's a reminder of the power of education, the importance of community, and the lasting impact of McWilliams. Now this comes from UT Austin. What starts here changes the world. That's their tagline. He also says, hook 'em and thank you. So those are the remarks from Dr. Jones. Thank you for your time. I would now like to invite Dr. Zhang to the podium as he introduces our commencement speaker.
Now, it's my pleasure to introduce today's commencement speaker, Dr. Peter Amby. He's a professor of biomedical informatics and a professor of medicine, and served as the chair of the Department of Biomedical Informatics and a senior vice president for research and innovation at the Vanderbilt University Medical Center. As an internationally recognized researcher, educator, clinician, and a leader in the field of biomedical informatics, Dr. Amby is a frequently invited speaker and has authored more than 160 publications. His areas of interest include clinical informatics, research informatics, public health informatics, and data-driven learning health systems. He has held research grants from such agencies as the NIH National Center for Advancing Translational Sciences, National Library of Medicine, National Institute for Drug Abuse, and the Agency for Healthcare Research and Quality, as well as numerous nonprofit foundations and public health agencies. In recognition of his contribution to the field, Dr. Amby has been elected to the National Academy of Medicine, American College of Physicians, the American College of Medical Informatics, the American Medical Informatics Association, and the International Academy of Health Science Informatics. Please join me in giving Dr. Peter Amby a round of applause as he gives our commencement address for this afternoon.
All right, like a good informatician, I'm going to speak from a computer here. It's a privilege to be with you. Good afternoon. President Love, Dean Zhang, esteemed faculty, staff, families, and friends, and most importantly, graduates of the class of 2025. It's an extraordinary privilege and honor to be able to speak to you today on this momentous day for all of you. Especially at a place like this that I've long admired. It's not only a deep professional honor, but I'll also share that it's a personal one too. I was sharing with Dean Zhang at dinner last night that the first time I walked on this campus was nearly 30 years ago when I was here with my father, who was being treated for a rare leukemia. And I'm very pleased to say he's still with us, thanks to the extraordinary efforts and discovery and incredible care that happens at a place like this, and really rarely happens elsewhere. And it's a very special place, and I know you all know that, but it means a lot to me. So again, thank you for the invitation. Today, we celebrate you, your achievements, your perseverance, and your entry into, and I know I'm biased here, but the most exciting, essential, and impactful field in all of science and medicine. I think that's, some people might think that's hyperbole, and I admitted my bias, but I actually really believe that. I think biomedical informatics is absolutely key to the future. I've thought it for a long time, and I'm even more convinced of it today. I want to start also by recognizing that your path here wasn't easy. It never is. But you've trained during one of the most tumultuous periods in modern health history. A global pandemic, major geopolitical swings, misinformation flooding our feeds, the rapid rise of new technologies that are rapidly changing the ways we work, live, and play, and interact with each other. And controversial threats to the core systems that we've long believed were stable and universally supported. And yet here you are, and you're ready. And I know you know this, but I want to emphasize to you that you're ready to build what's next. And we are counting on you to do that. And I, for one, am reassured and confident to know that all of you, coming from a program like this, are the ones that are going to be out there inventing the future. I honestly couldn't be more inspired. And as I've had a chance to speak with Dean Zhang and with a lot of your faculty earlier today, and knowing so many of you as I do personally, I am very confident that the future is in excellent hands. Common aphorisms come to mind. May you live in interesting times. Never waste a crisis. These all have some underlying truths and lessons for us today. And if there is a truism in our world, it's that it keeps changing. And even as that is challenging, it also presents opportunities. So as you prepare to take the next step in your journeys, personal and professional, let me share a little bit about how I got here, and maybe it'll be informative and illustrative to you. I trained as a physician in internal medicine and rheumatology. Like many of you, I was drawn to science and service. I wanted to help people. I wanted to ease suffering, and I wanted to diagnose and heal. And as I worked within the health system, I quickly realized what a lot of us recognize, which is that for all of its incredible capabilities and benefits, and even with all of our medical knowledge, our systems too often were failing us and needed to be improved. Data that could save lives too often went unused. Insights remained locked in silos. And far too often, the people we intended to serve got lost in complexity and inequity. And that realization became even more personal, not only with the experiences I shared around my father, but also for myself, where a little over 7 years ago, I was also diagnosed with a very rare disease, a pheochromocytoma. And it nearly took my life. I suddenly was on the other side of the table. I was a patient trying to navigate a fragmented system with uncertainty and misdiagnosis. Thankfully, unfortunately, because of who I am and how I was trained, and frankly some luck, I diagnosed myself, and I was able to seek out and get excellent care and survive the disease to be standing here with you. But it is not lost on me that 50% of people with the diagnosis that I have die before it's ever diagnosed. And it's not an exaggeration to say that I might not be here, but for the fact that I happen to be a physician who was trained and learned about this rare condition and was able to identify what was going on with me, even as I, like so many people, continue to experience misdiagnosis along the way. It's not an unusual thing, but it's not acceptable that you should be able to stand here and be a survivor just because you happen to be privileged to be a physician or have good access or know how to navigate a system. And more than that, it's not necessary, because we can fix it. You can fix it. And that's what I want to really charge you with. So it was humbling and eye-opening because, again, I realized that a lot of this could be improved by my chosen field, by biomedical informatics. And it was clear to me that if it wasn't clear before, it was increasingly clear to me that we had to do this. I also know as a rheumatologist, even before that happened to me, that a lot of my patients go for a long time without being diagnosed. And any clinicians in the room, I'm sure, have had similar experiences. So I've worked for a long time to try to create informatics-enabled systems that could learn and adapt and improve in real time. A learning health system powered by data, driven by insight, and centered on people. And these experiences with my own patients and my family and myself only reinforced the critical role of biomedical informatics in transforming our system. This field, our field, your field, is the key to our future. And you're now a part of that. And you now have a responsibility, like I do, to use what you know and the tools to actually make it better. Now, I like to not think of myself as old, even though my gray hairs keep telling me otherwise. But I'll share with you that when I started in the field, when I was sitting in a place not unlike yours, I didn't think you could do informatics full time. I thought I was going to be a rheumatologist who dabbled in informatics, but instead, I eventually realized I was an informatician who dabbled in rheumatology, and that the impacts that we can have through the work of informatics not only complement, but in a lot of ways can have an even more outsized effect than I could have had if I had been in my clinic day in, day out, every day of the week. That's not to say that that's not critically important. I value clinical care immensely, and I value being a physician. But I'm just saying that if any of you think that what you do and what you are trained to do is any less important than what physicians and nurses and pharmacists do, you're wrong. In fact, if you do it right, and you do it with passion, and you do it as well trained as I know you are, you can have an outsized effect that exceeds what a lot of us can do. More than that, I want to remind you, and I want especially your families and friends to realize that while we use a lot of these terms, and informatics can seem a bit foreign sometimes, fundamentally what we do in medicine and healthcare and biomedical discovery is we manage information. And recognizing that is the key to recognizing the importance of our discipline. So the realization that we are in a critical moment, that we have these incredible tools and these emerging technologies at our disposal, and that we all are now equipped with the expertise and know-how to be able to leverage them, that we can harvest the problems from the real world and understand what it is that needs to be addressed, and then we can bring these to bear, really drives the imperative that we have to do our work. We all know that healthcare is being stretched and strained in ways that we've never seen before. We've been saying this for a long time, but it's absolutely true and critical today to realize that costs are rising out of control, burnout is rampant, mistrust is growing, and the gaps in access and equity are widening. But there's good news. We have you, and we have informatics, and that is a critical enabling capability. We have the tools, the data, and most importantly, the people to transform our system from the inside out. So again, your training has prepared you not just to analyze data, but to shape meaning. Not just to build systems, but to make them better, and not just to ride the wave of technology, but to steer it toward justice, compassion, truth, and health. Informatics is not some side discipline. It is the engine. It is the central nervous system of what drives our environments where people come when they're most vulnerable. And so the criticality of informatics to the future of healthcare and biomedicine is big, and it's growing. I promise you I'm not just saying this because I'm at a commencement address. I really believe this, and I say it a lot. And I really believe that it has never been a more important time to be in informatics. Healthcare has to change. It cannot stay the way it is, and the way forward is going to be enabled through informatics. Let me talk a little bit about technologies, though. They're not insignificant. We know that to achieve what we need to achieve is about more than technology, but technologies are important, and we are experts at that intersection. They're evolving so rapidly that their impact is inevitable. Some of the effects we can't even anticipate today and might surprise even us. But if anyone is going to be able to anticipate and see where things are going, it's people like us who are trained at this critical intersection between technology, human-centered endeavors like healthcare practice and the societal and public health concerns that we know so well. And that's why we need you to guide where we're going, to govern that, to invent and monitor what we're going to be doing with these technologies. If we don't, then the future could go in the wrong direction. But the future is not written, and so we need to write it. We won't have health systems resilient enough to handle the public health and global health challenges if you don't do what we need you to do. So that brings me to AI. It's everywhere. I'm sure everyone knows about the impacts that AI is having, which we couldn't have said a few years ago. And that's a testament to how incredible these technologies are and how rapidly they're moving. But it also is an imperative for us to focus and work. The promise has long been apparent to many of us, but it's really accelerating today. So again, maybe more so for your family and friends than for all of you who I know are the choir that I'm preaching to. AI is no longer on the horizon, it's here. It's in our clinics, it's in our labs, it's in our inboxes, it's in our homes, it's in our pockets. It's already reshaping how we diagnose disease, how we manage populations, how we make biomedical discoveries, and even how we communicate with our patients. But it isn't magic. It's math, it's data, it's code, it's decisions. And a lot of it is our decisions. We are the ones who have to guide where this goes. It's our responsibility to make sure that we do that in ethical ways that improve the lives of people as opposed to what could happen if we don't do our jobs properly. And so let me say it simply. AI is the future of healthcare. So guess what that means? You are the future of healthcare. AI is the future of biomedical discovery. So you're the future of biomedical discovery. AI is the future of public health. So you're the future of public health. And whether AI in healthcare becomes a tool for improving care and quality and equity, or a vehicle for bias and harm, whether it earns trust and fuels confusion or concern, whether it empowers clinicians and patients or leads us astray, the direction we go depends on how we design, govern, implement, and use it. And that's the role of the informatician. So with all of these changes and all that's happening so quickly, and atop ongoing concerns, as I mentioned, with misinformation, disinformation, growing concerns around health literacy, and advances that we see around us, advancing informatics is not just a technical challenge and a technical exercise, it's a moral one. And we have an ethical obligation to make sure that we advance informatics in the ways that we know are going to have the greatest impact possible for society. And I know that's why you all enrolled in the program. I know that's why you're sitting here today, and why you should be proud, and why you should be confident in your ability to shape that future. This is your moment, and it's also your responsibility. We are counting on you, and I know that you're more than up to the task. So, what do I hope for you, class of 2025? I hope that you stay curious. I hope that you stay rigorous, as I know your instructors and professors have taught you. I hope that you stay human-centered, even as the technologies might distract us from that critical central function of focusing on people. I hope that you challenge bad systems and you build better ones. I hope that you remember that behind every data point is a person, someone's child, someone's parent, someone's story. I remember fondly not too long ago when I was sitting where you are, and I could never have predicted the path that my career has taken. I truly couldn't. I kept pursuing my passions, interesting opportunities, rising to calls for service along the way, and I'm very happy to report that the journey has been extraordinary, and it's, thankfully for me, not done. It continues. And despite all of the challenges we face today, and I recognize them, and I know they're worrisome, and I know they're scary, and I want to acknowledge that, but despite that, I could not be more excited about the future, because the future is not written. We can create it. I often like to say, half jokingly, that computers do what they're told and people tend not to. That's true, but underneath that joke, and is why the role of the informatician is so crucial. You aren't just exceptional engineers and technicians, and you are that, but that's not all you are. You are part of the healthcare professional community. Some of you came into this already being healthcare professionals, and now you're a different kind of healthcare professionals, and others are now part of this healthcare system. You are solution architects, you're workflow specialists, you're computationally driven diagnosticians, you're scientists, you're practitioners. You are exactly what healthcare needs. Will there be bumps? Yes, there will be bumps. That's life. Plans will change, detours will happen, but I urge you, stay grounded in what brought you here. Stick to what excites you, pivot when you need to, but above all, stay true to your values and stay positive. We are counting on you. I'm counting on you. Invent the future of healthcare so that as I get older, my healthcare and that of my children and my grandchildren will be better and smarter and more compassionate. That's the promise of informatics. So congratulations to all of you, to your loved ones who supported you, and to your incredible professors and staff at this remarkable school. You've been very well trained. You're ready. Now go and invent the future. Well done, and thank you all.
Again, I want to extend my gratitude to Dr. MB for joining us this afternoon. His work is not done yet, and he will also serve as the keynote speaker tomorrow morning at the UT System AI Symposium Healthcare. So appreciate both your time and motivational words. Thank you again. We will now recognize our 2024-2025 graduates. I would like to ask our candidates for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Informatics, candidates for the degree of Doctorate in Health Informatics, and the candidates for the degree of Master of Science in Biomedical Informatics at the University of Texas, Health Science Center Houston, D. Bradley McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics, to please rise. President Love, on behalf of the faculty of the University of Texas Health Science Center at Houston, D. Bradley McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics, it's my pleasure to certify to you that the candidates who stand before you have successfully completed all academic requirements for either the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Informatics, the degree of Doctorate in Health Informatics, or the degree of Master of Science in Biomedical Informatics, respectively.
By virtue of the authority vested by the State of Texas Board of Regents of the University of Texas System and delegated by them to me, I now confer upon each of you the degree of Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Informatics, the degree of Doctorate in Health Informatics, and the degree of Master of Science in Biomedical Informatics, for which you have been recommended with all rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations appertaining thereunto. Graduates, I offer my sincere congratulations on this noteworthy accomplishment and applaud your great achievements. Dr. Zhang would like me to say a few remarks, but I know that you all are very excited to walk across this stage, and that is what you are all here for. So just very briefly, I just want to say to you guys, as you step forward into this next chapter, please remember this, that you carry with you the knowledge, skills, and resilience forged here at UTHealth Houston. You guys are going to forever be part of our community that thrives on collaboration, innovation, and a shared mission to make a difference. Remember, you're part of an exceptional legacy. We have over 55,000 UTHealth Houston alumni who have driven meaningful advances across the spectrum of health sciences. I do want to acknowledge your families and loved ones here, so I want you guys to turn to your family, wave, and give them a round of applause. They're just warming up. So graduates, just remember, you have already accomplished so much, but the best is yet to come. So on behalf of all of us here at UTHealth Houston, congratulations. We are immensely proud of you, and we cannot wait to see the positive changes you will make as the newest generation of informatics leaders. All right, back to you, Dr. Zhang.
Thank you, Dr. Love, for your inspirational words. We will now have Associate Dean for Student, Faculty, and Community Affairs, Dr. Amy Franklin, come to the podium. She will call each candidate forward to be recognized.
Good afternoon, everyone. It brings me great joy to start recognizing the graduates of our school. We're going to start with our Doctorate of Philosophy in Biomedical Informatics program. Will each graduate please come forward as your name is called? Will the faculty advisors for Ivan Coronado please come to the stage? Ivan Coronado, Committee Chair, Dr. Luca Giancarlo. Committee members, Dr. Ye Jin Kim and Dr. Sunil Sheath. Dissertation title, Cardiovascular Biomarkers Using Deep Learning and Retinal Imaging for the Assessment of Systemic Disease. Congratulations. Will the faculty advisors for Yi Fong Dong please come to the stage? Yi Fong Dong, Committee Chair, Dr. Li Kong Cui. Committee members, Dr. Zhao Chin Zhang, Dr. Shui Tao, and Dr. Hua Xu. Dissertation title, Standardizing Social Determinants of Health Factors from Heterogeneous Sources to Improve Data Fairness. Congratulations. Will the faculty advisors for Poonam Desai please come to the stage? Poonam Desai, Committee Chair, Dr. Arif Harmanchi. Committee members, Dr. Hussein Abbas, Dr. Jim Zhang, and Dr. Gahith Alatrash. Dissertation title, Multi-omic Single-Cell Integration for Understanding T-Cell Responses in Acute Myeloid Leukemia. Congratulations. Will the faculty advisors for Zhu Bing Hao please come to the stage? Zhu Bing Hao, Committee Chair, Dr. Li Kong Shui, Committee Members, Dr. Kirk Roberts and Dr. Shui Tao. Dissertation title, Computational Methods for Enhancing the Quality and Interoperability of Biomedical Terminologies. Congratulations. Will the faculty advisor for Jinping He please come to the stage? Jinping He, Committee Chair, Dr. Degwei Ji, Committee Members, Dr. Leila Ramsey Beckett, Dr. Shui Tao, and Dr. Hua Xu. Dissertation title, Leveraging and Advancing the Foundation Models for Clinical Trajectory Analysis based on Electronic Health Records Data. Congratulations. Will the faculty advisor for Yan Hu please come to the stage? Yan Hu, Committee Chair, Dr. Xiaoqin Zhang, Committee Members, Dr. Kirk Roberts and Dr. Hua Xu. Dissertation title, Harnessing Knowledge and Data for Clinical Information Extraction in the Era of Large Language Models. Congratulations. Will the faculty advisors for Yiming Li please come to the stage? You two are busy today. Yiming Li, Committee Chair, Dr. Li Kong Shui, Committee Members, Dr. Kirk Roberts, Dr. Shui Tao, and Dr. Hua Xu. Dissertation title, Comprehensive Analysis of Adverse Events Following COVID-19 Vaccination, Insights from Diverse Data Sources. Congratulations. Will the faculty advisor for Ko Hong Lin please come to the stage? Ko Hong Lin, Committee Chair, Dr. Xiaoqin Zhang, Committee Chair Members, Dr. Ye Jin Kim and Dr. Cheyenne Shams. Dissertation title, Accelerating Drug Repurposing and Target Discovery Using Deep Learning. Congratulations. Will the faculty advisor for Yao Bin Ling please come to the stage? Yao Bin Ling, Committee Chair, Dr. Zhao-Chen Zhang. Committee members, Dr. Ye-Jin Kim and Dr. Cheyenne Shams. Dissertation title, Leveraging Observational and RCT Data for Understanding Interventions Efficacy, Applications in Progressive and Acute Neurological Diseases. Congratulations. Will the faculty advisor for our final PhD graduate, Bing-Yu Mao, please come to the stage? Bing-Yu Mao, Committee Chair, Dr. Degwei Shi, Committee members, Dr. Masayuki Nigo, Dr. Ji-Chin Ji, and Dr. Hua Xu. Dissertation title, Precision Drug Dosing and Disease Risk Prediction, Advanced Deep Learning Artificial Intelligence Approaches for Precision Medicine Using Structured Electronic Health Records Data. Congratulations. I am pleased to now recognize the Doctorate in Health Informatics graduates and ask that each person come forward as your name is called. Will the faculty advisor for Erica Cavazos Juarez please come to the stage? Erica Cavazos Juarez, Committee Chair Dr. Deborah Simmons, Committee members Dr. Angela Ross and Dr. Zhao-Chen Zhang. Translational project, Barcode Medication Administration, a quality improvement project in an acute care facility. Congratulations. Will the faculty advisors for Dr. Greg Olson please come to the stage? Dr. Greg Olson, Committee Chair, Dr. Robert Murphy, Committee members, Dr. Amy Franklin and Dr. Muhammad Walji. Translational project title, Improving the Oral Pathology Referral Process within an Academic Dental Institution. Excuse me a second. Sorry about that. For our final DHI graduate, Sheena Rogers, I ask that her faculty advisor please come to the stage. Sheena Rogers, Committee Chair, Dr. Deborah Simmons. Committee members, Dr. Kimberly Smith and Dr. Zhao-Chen Zhang. Translational project title, Creating Interoperability Across Legacy Electronic Health Record Systems. Congratulations. At this time, I am honored to acknowledge our Masters of Science in Biomedical Informatics graduates. Will each master's graduate please come forward as his or her name is called? Dr. Bolanale Adebowale. Bahamin Akhtari. Vicky Beakley. Natasha Bills. Nirmala Bishta. Heather Canales. Victoria Garcia. Sumia Jairosh. Kaja Khan. Inez Kiam Andun. Evandria King. Lauren Lapointe. Luis Lopez. Marka Lyons. Brenda Martinez. Marina Melcher. Carla Mendoza. Jaron Mercy. Vanessa Mireles. Anna Mutapali. Bemesola Olobode. Angel Otto. Usha Rizal. David Rocha. Ivy Rocha. Jadsia Rupchand. Dr. Lisa Scheid. Rainey Sharp. Cassidy Smith. Vaishnika Sri Skuntaraja. Alexis Simons. Divya Thomas. Adivela Tilua. Adriana Vargas. Deepthi Vishwarupan. Xinghua Huang. Lauren Watkins. Sylvia Wegwu. Amy Weldon. Eric Yang. Please give a round of applause to all our graduates who are here today and to those who could not join us. We congratulate you all on your dedication, hard work, and your accomplishments.
Graduates, you may now move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations again on earning your degree from the D. Bradley McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics at UTHealth Houston. Please give our graduates a loud round of applause. At this time, I would like to ask all McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics faculty and adjunct faculty to rise. We thank each of you for your dedication to educating our new class of graduates. I would like to invite all family members and friends of our graduates to stand. Our graduates would not be where they are today without your support, guidance, and love. While you are not walking the stage today, we want to recognize you for your contributions. I want to thank the special guests who have joined us today, Dr. Amby, Dr. Love, Dr. Moreno, and Dr. King. We truly appreciate your participation into this commencement ceremony. I want also to thank the staff of the McWilliams School of Biomedical Informatics. You have worked so diligently to make this ceremony a success. To our students and alumni, without you, we would not be here to celebrate this happy occasion, and we want to recognize you as well. So this concludes our commencement ceremony. Thank you again for joining us, and have a wonderful evening.